Welcome, listeners, to another illuminating episode of Another Lecture. I'm Professor Alexei, and as always, I'm joined by my insightful colleague, Priyanka. Today, we shall delve into the multifaceted life of Vivek Ramaswamy, exploring his journey as an entrepreneur and political figure.
Hi everyone. It's fascinating to think about Ramaswamy and the intersections of business and politics.
Indeed. Now, when we consider the term entrepreneur, we imagine an individual who innovates, takes risks, and quite often, seeks to disrupt existing markets. Meanwhile, a political figure is one who wields influence within governmental structures, someone who navigates the complexities of public policy and societal governance. These roles, in Ramaswamy's context, combine in rather unconventional ways.
It makes me wonder, Professor, can we look at how Ramaswamy's specific ventures reflect these definitions?
Certainly. Let's begin with Roivant Sciences, which Ramaswamy founded in 2014. This company, specialized in acquiring rights to underdeveloped pharmaceutical compounds, exemplifies an entrepreneurial spirit driven by innovation within the biotech sector. Then there's his critique of ESG, environmental, social, and corporate governance, where he argues for a focus on financial returns over broader societal objectives. Thus, he occupies spaces both economic and ideological.
Isn't it interesting how debates around ESG also tie into broader discussions about the role of businesses in societal issues? Understanding people like Ramaswamy seems relevant given these ongoing discussions.
In this context, indeed, grasping the influence of individuals such as Ramaswamy becomes crucial. For instance, his outspoken stance on ESG offers a lens through which debates around corporate governance are both intensified and clarified. Historically, these topics have been fraught with misconceptions, often leaving the role of shareholder interests and corporate responsibility muddy. Now, let's unravel some surprising facts that add color to his narrative. Ramaswamy's parents were Tamil-speaking Brahmins from India, embedding deep cultural roots into his upbringing. He interned at both Amaranth Advisors and Goldman Sachs, providing him early insights into the financial sphere. And intriguingly, he performed M&M covers under the pseudonym Vivek during his college years, an unexpected artistic expression of his libertarian views.
That's a surprising mix. His background and choices truly shape a complex character. What key moments define his timeline?
We can highlight several pivotal instances. Born August 9, 1985, in Cincinnati, Ohio, Ramaswamy excelled early, graduating valedictorian from St. Xavier High School in 2003. Fast-forwarding to February 21, 2023, he announced his bid for the U.S. presidency, marking a significant leap from the corporate to the public sphere. Reflecting on Ramaswamy's journey, I am reminded of my own experiences guiding young minds through complex challenges. Just as he navigated high-risk ventures, mentoring researchers requires delicate balance, offering freedom to explore, yet providing a safety net of wisdom, much like entrepreneurship's dance between innovation and risk. Let's delve into some grand questions, starting with: what if Ramaswamy's intipyridine drug had succeeded in its trials? The implications could have been revolutionary for Alzheimer's treatment, potentially cementing Ramaswamy's influence in biotech. This counterfactual scenario allows us to explore how success might have shifted market dynamics and perhaps altered his career path fundamentally.
I'm curious about how a success like that could have affected pharmacological innovation more broadly. Would it have shifted investor confidence in similar ventures?
Possibly, Priyanka. The successful launch might have emboldened pharmaceutical companies to pursue similarly high-risk projects, sparking a new wave of innovative drug developments. Additionally, Ramaswamy's trajectory might have leaned more towards consolidating biotech influence, rather than pondering the political transition we saw.
And what if he never pursued a presidential campaign? Would his influence in the business world have been more profound?
In this hypothetical, yes. Without a bid for the presidency, his focus might have remained solely on business innovations and challenging corporate norms, possibly further disrupting conventional investment strategies and increasing his sway over business governance dialogues.
Could this absence from politics also shift public discourse around such corporate strategies?
One could argue it might have, with Ramaswamy instead driving dialogue through impactful business narratives and alternative economic models, rather than through public policy proposals. Let's shift focus to a contentious contemporary topic: his proposal that the U.S. military be used to dismantle Mexican drug cartels. Such a perspective raises debates about national security policies and the historical efficacy of military interventions in sovereign states.
It makes me wonder how precedents of international military interventions would inform this debate. What would be the potential consequences legally and practically?
Exactly. Historically, such actions are laden with international law complexities and often yield unpredictable outcomes. Critiques focus on escalation risks and the potential for diplomatic fallout, whereas proponents may argue for stronger deterrence against transnational criminal activities. Each angle needs careful examination, especially concerning legal frameworks and humanitarian impacts. In conclusion, we've traversed through Ramaswamy's dual roles, scrutinizing entrepreneurial gambits and political ambitions. We explored hypothetical scenarios that deepen our understanding of his impact on business and political spectrum.
And we could gain further insights from looking at how other business leaders influence political spheres or delve into specific corporate governance issues.
Thank you for joining us today. May your curiosity drive further exploration into these intriguing topics. And thank you, Priyanka, for your thoughtful contributions.
Thanks, Professor Alexei. It's been a pleasure discussing these complex ideas.